I finally got new boots. These poor guys have seen 700 plus miles, 700 miles of trail, and then, all the other walking I do is easily 100 extra miles. Easily. But, it's not just the outside of them that's falling apart. There's holes all the way through these guys. That's why I had to get rid of them. This part rubbed against my heel so much that I took it down after I finally got a nice callus built up. Tread on them is pretty much gone on one side. Evidently, I do not walk very even. But yeah, 700 miles is a little too long to keep these guys. Although I have met other people who have the same brand, and they're not nearly as beat up. Maybe I just don't know how to walk. But first pair of shoes down. Plans have changed. Or they're as I thought they would be. Wildflower's going to stay at the hostel for as long as she needs to. Might be indefinitely. Lord knows. So I'm going to push on without her, and then hopefully she meets me somewhere up the trail. We had discussed spending 4th of July together, and 4th of July I am hearing is when I'm supposed to be at the halfway mark, so I can theoretically make it all the way in the proper time frame without having to do like a flip-flop where I drive up to the end and then come back down to the middle. Don't want to do that. I want to go all the way through. So my plan is I'm just going to bust out a bunch of miles. I'm going to do my best to make it from where I'm at in Dalesville all the way up to Harper's Ferry by July 4th. I have one stop that I have to do in the middle of that. I'm meeting some buddies at the Devil's Backbone Brewery, and it's hard to schedule reality or my reality with your world. So, the best I can do is tell them maybe a week. It's 114 miles, because now I have a map. I can do math. Yeah. 114 miles to the Devil's Backbone Brewery, so I'm thinking I could do that in probably 5 or 6 days. So I told them 7, just to be on the safe side. And I'll update them as I go. And then that doesn't give me a whole lot of time to make it to Harper's Ferry, but, I like a good challenge. So I think I can do it. It's as little as can't remember what the numbers I came up with, but something like 17 miles a day. It was under 20. I want to say 17. And I can do that with no zeros, though. I am going to take a 0 at the Devil's Backbone. More than likely something along the lines of a 0, because some people said they want to hike with me. So, if they come out, they'll totally slow me down. They're going to do, 6 miles, 7 miles. But, we'll see. So that is the plan for now. We're going to turn the heat on, see if we can't catch some peeps from back in the day, and form some new blisters and all that fun stuff that goes with it. But I'm excited for the challenge, and man, I really hope Wildflower meets me out there. I kind of doubt she will, but what am I going to do? She's wounded and stuck back behind the lines, and I got to move forward. Definitely don't want to hike without her, but what choice do I have? This is going to be fun. Okay, Wildflower. Well, you asked me to try these gross-ass flavors. And what is that? Lemon ricotta pancake? Who the hell eats that for breakfast? But anyway, I didn't even try them because they sound disgusting, and I've been carrying them for 100 miles. So into the hiker box they go. I'm going to stick with my usual, which is good old maple and brown sugar. That's where it's at. I'll eat that every damn day. These weird frou-frou flavors, no, not going to happen. I know I said I'd try them, but I'm not even going to try them. Day 84, and I'm headed back to the trail. You can see that little yellow sign right there. That's the Super 8 I stayed in. And the AT is literally right in front of me. So convenient when it runs right through the heart of the town. Because hitchhiking in and out, it's getting harder and harder. I'm actually having to pay for shuttles now. Pack weighs a bajillion tons. I've got way too much food. The usual leaving town stuff. Oh, uphill. Okay, so I'm back on the AT. Yay! Oh, I'm not gonna do some serious miles yet. Uphill. Okay. So the plan is I've got to meet some friends at the Devil's Backbone. I said I'd be there in about a week. That's a big spider. Yeah. So I mean that's only I think it was 17 miles a day or something, or somewhere around there, which Shouldn't be all that tough. Especially after I eat some of this food. Get this pack weight down a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna cruise in. It's a nice, warm, foggy day. I'll take warm. That's the most important part to me. So I'm just gonna wander alone in the woods for a while. I need it. It's kind of cathartic for me. Unfortunately, still, you know, I talked to Wildflower, but we're not gonna get together. I mean, I may never see her again. We have loose, tentative plans of meeting in Harper's Ferry by 4th of July. But that means I have to do, you know, 17 plus days, 17 mile plus days every day for the next, I've got 2 weeks and 3 days until the 4th of July. Oh, happy Father's Day. Yes, it is that day. So, yeah, that's the game plan. Let's see how well I stick to it. I do like having a goal that's kind of hard to meet, so, well, Devil's Backbone, then Harper's Ferry. I'm coming for you. The trail just doesn't have spider webs on it today. It has full-on orb webs. I am covered in them. Luckily, the spider in the center is super duper tiny, so he's non-threatening. Little guy right there. But still, I'm eating facefuls of these things. Yeah, the spider looks a lot like a tick. If I saw you on me, I'd think you were a tick. Well, yeah, facefuls of these all morning. Off to a real great start. I can duck under this one without destroying it. You're lucky. But so far, the path has been very mellow. The ones around towns get a lot of use, so they're well maintained. Pretty smooth, no rocks or roots in my way. I could totally handle this for another, 20-ish miles. Lord knows how far I'll go. I doubt I'm actually doing 20. I got way too much weight on my back. As usual, I bought too much food, but I was hoping to not have to resupply until I get to the Devil's Backbone, Lexington, Virginia. But my main problem now is I've got so much food it doesn't fit my food bag. And on my way out, I was like, oh, damn, I left a bunch of cheese sticks in the fridge, and I had no more room for them anywhere. So I stuffed them inside of my Crocs that hang on the back of my pack. And that cheese swinging back and forth is totally throwing off my balance. I'm going to have to stop and situate that stuff soon, but it's so hard to take on and off your pack when it weighs this much that I'd rather just leave it on and deal with it. But, when it comes time for a second coffee or whatever, Oh, spiderweb, huh? Let me get around you, spiderweb. Oh, that's two I didn't have to destroy. You guys are so lucky. Oh, see another one face first. I've gotten pretty good at this whole stick twirling thing. I probably can't demonstrate it on camera unless I, set the camera down and whatnot. But, I'm getting a pretty good twirl going on. It looks like I know what I'm doing, but it's mainly just to break spiderwebs in front of me. But I've got lots of time to practice my baton skills with my trekking poles. But anyway, it is a gorgeous day. I'm loving this. Full hard knob is only 3.9. Man, that's pathetic. 3.9. That's not even big in China. According to this pine cone art, I am 1/3 of the way there. Oh, so far to go. Good. I'm not looking to get back to the other world anytime soon. The last one to Katahdin wins. Finally at the shelter, gonna get some water and magically turn it into coffee. Right at the turn, there was a kid named Travis I was chatting with, and he mentioned, we're talking, and he's like, hold on, Early Risers mentioned you. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks, Early Riser. I do appreciate the shout outs. I didn't know your word carried so much weight. But, yeah, it seems a lot of people have heard of you. And now that you've mentioned me, which, I do totally appreciate, it make me feel all good and glowy on the inside. It gives me a little bit of weight. Not that I don't have enough weight right there. But it makes the experience all that much cooler. It just totally does. All right, time to get my coffee on. Look at that tiny little shelter. It looks like it has, oh no, it's a gutter system. I was like, does that have screen doors on it? I was like, damn, pimping. But no. Ooh, we have a day hiker. Let's see if I can yogi some fruit off of him. So this water collection is pretty interesting. You have this little lever and water comes out of it. And it comes from the shelter. The roof there has gutters all around it. Catches all rainwater. I'm guessing it gets deposited into these locked areas and then filters out through there. Oh man, the water is kind of yellow, but you know, that's why we carry a filter. It's the first time I've seen one of those. Exploring the shelter, I found something I've not seen in another shelter. This one comes with its own lightsaber. What? That's not something you see every day at a shelter. We need more cool toys like these. What? So that took forever. I wanted to use the privy. You know, I'm already here at the shelter. But there was a dude in there for quite literally a half hour. And I jiggled on the door handle, and I'm talking really loud about him being in there, so he knows, that I know he's in there. And when I went in, I used my detective skills to determine that that man was not sitting down in there. There was both pee and pubic hair on the toilet seat in places where his legs would have touched. So what was he doing in there? I don't know. And on a lighter note, I don't really need more food, but Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. Yeah, I love when you can get some free fruit off these people. They always have it. It has been so eerily quiet. No birds singing, no bugs buzzing. I can hear a jet flying overhead, but other than that, I'm the only thing making noise out here. Eerie. Monstrous thunder just happened. It ate the sun, and now it's starting to sprinkle. But at this point I can't get any more wet. I could wring this shirt out with sweat. It's dripping off of my bandana. So a little rainstorm might be kind of welcome right now, as long as it's warm. Ish. I don't mind cool. But if somehow there's ice falling from the sky, Mother Nature, you're fired. I'm headed towards my destination. Got like 6 miles to go. Problem is the map said there was a little spring, and I guess I passed it up, so I gotta do this 6 miles, and it is pretty hot and sweaty. I am glistening. But I got no water. This could very well be my last entry. I highly doubt it though. Some day hiker's gonna come through and I'm gonna yogi his water. The trail provides. Gotta love the day hikers. Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. Save my bacon. I mean, I kind of made it. It's not that hot of a day, it's breezy, but I am thirsty. I drink a lot. I only have like 5 miles to the next resupply or water supply, so I'm gonna down this bad boy. I knew it would happen. The trail provides. Evidently, I have a view of Taylor Mountain. I'm guessing it's the big one over there, and I'd have to guess I'm going to be climbing it. Beats the hell out of me, because even though I have the map, I have not read that far ahead. But not the bad view. Ooh, I have not seen these flowers before. What are you? Ooh, those don't look like something I can put in my lapel, though. Carry on. Yogi Bear is smarter than me. Yeah, you scored me 2 more. Oh, you gotta love it. These day hikers are so awesome for that. You run out of supplies and those guys will just come through for you. You decide what to be like, hey, I need some water. I guess I should throw this stuff away while I'm here, huh? I got a garbage can right over here. I don't want to be carrying these extra bottles because I got 3 of them on me now. 3 water bottles. The trail provides. Random stone wall. These stones are huge. What did the Egyptians get out here and build this crap? Oh my God, look how far it goes on. It leaves in my way. Jesus, that's a lot of work. Damn, looks like it's been here forever too. Wonder what that's all about. That took some time. I never knew the Egyptians got all the way over here. Huge ass blocks. Look at the size of that. I mean, in comparison, my little hand on that huge block. I mean, I don't know how thick that one is, but it's several hundred pounds nonetheless. And I don't even know how far it goes on. Color me impressed. So I walked down to the shelter. Of course it was, a quarter mile of steepness and stairs. And I get down there and it's just a horrible location for a shelter. There's just rocks everywhere. There's not really a good campsite, and if there was, it's already taken. And the shelter was filled with, teenagers, young 20s, doing their thing. Nothing against them, I was the same way when I was their age, but I don't want to be around a bunch of kids. No thanks. So there's a little stream up here. I didn't even need to go down there. Had I known it was full, I could have just went to this next little stream because I was in desperate need of water. Well, not desperate need because all the free water I got, but I was carrying no water on me, and that stresses me out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the Gap. Can't buy a spring over here. We'll see. Got my lamp out just in case. Evidently this deer is not afraid of people. He's just been chilling by the campsite for what, like 20 minutes? Yeah. Just hanging out. Like, we're right here. They set up all their stuff. And that deer's just like, whatever. I'll do what I want. Good for you, deer. Good for you.